Hello everybody, Load for Life here bringing us a brand new deck profile, and today we have Abyss Actors. Abyss Actors recently got a lot of support in Photon Hypernova along with a lot of other rogue decks, and is now a really solid rogue deck contender, and it's one to really keep an eye out for, both if you want to play and if you don't want to play it, because there's a good chance that you're going to run into somebody who's playing it. The deck still has problems. Most notably, it has a hard Kashtira matchup because Shangri-Ira, especially if it's game 2 and your opponent knows that you're playing a Pendulum deck, they're just going to Shangri-Ira lock one of your Pendulum zones or both, and then you're out of a whole good chunk of your archetype. And then, of course, Arise Heart makes everything get banished instead of going to the extra, which doesn't help either. So the deck is going to have a hard time right now if you are trying to take this to tournament, purely because if you duel against Kashtira, you're going to have a hard time. Anything else, it's going to be relatively, it's going to come down to more like what your draws are and what your skill is and everything. I don't want to say you're going to have an easier time, but you're probably going to have an easier time. Anyway, so let's get a move on. First and foremost, we got triple Mellow Madonna. This is your main searcher for the deck, kind of. So once a turn, you can pay 1,000 life points, search out a Abyss Actor monster. That's while she's a Pendulum spell card instead of a monster. Her monster effect is really irrelevant, but basically on summon, when a Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can spell summon this card from your hand, and if an Abyss script or a spell card is activated, you can spell summon a level 4 or lower Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck, but return it to the hand during the end phase. So her effects are decent as a monster. She also gains attack equal to every Abyss script in your graveyard times 100, but the main one that you use her for is her Pendulum effect, where you get to search out an Abyss Actor monster. There's just one little problem about that, is that she's one of the few cards in the archetype that lock you into Abyss Actors. If you use her effect, the rest of the turn you do it, you cannot do anything except Abyss Actors. It really sucks, but hey, you know what? For that one search, you might have to just kind of wait a turn until you can start climbing into your non-Abyss Actor stuff. But anyways, sometimes that's all you need. Moving on, we got triple Wild Hope. Wild Hope, on destruction by battle or card effect, searches out a Abyss Actor card. He can also gain attack, 100 attack for every Abyss Actor of different names that's on the field. And then while he's a Pendulum monster, Pendulum card, I should say, a Pendulum spell, his Pendulum effect lets him make the other Abyss Actor in the other zone become a scale 9. Which is really good. I think he also locks you into Abyss Actors. Yeah, you cannot spell summon Abyss monsters except for Abyss Actors for us a turn. Kind of sucks, so he's one of the other two that does it, but hey, you know what? He's a really darn good card, and you don't need his Pendulum effect as much as you do Mellow Madonna. In fact, you really honestly end up destroying him more often than not to get his search, so there is that. And it's partly because of him that makes me want to try a Draco Slayer build, so there's that too, but anyways, I digress. Moving on, we got 3 Abyss Actor leading ladies. This one, if she's destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect, lets you set a Abyss script card straight from your deck. And then if you take battle damage, you can either reduce your opponent's monster attack power permanently by the damage that you took, or you can add an Abyss Actor from your extra deck back to your hand equal to whose attack is less than or equal to the damage you took. A really good card all around. As soon as there's a better level 4 that gets printed other than Curtain Riser, this card's getting phased out of the deck so fast it's not even funny. Moving on. We got 3 Abyss Actor Comic Relief. This guy is basically a creature swap, and then whenever he switches, he destroys a card, a spell or trap card that was set on your opponent's side of the field. Now, keep in mind though, it's now you are the opponent after he switches over to your opponent's side of the field, which makes you the opponent of him. And therefore, you destroy your spell or trap card, which means now you destroy your own Abyss script, which means, hey, since it was destroyed by a card effect owned by your opponent, you now get to trigger that Abyss script's effect, destruction effect, I should say, and then you get the bonus effect, so like draw, search, or all the other fun shenanigans that the Abyss scripts do, which is just wonderful. Next up, we got Abyss Actor Superstar. This guy's got a few different effects. First and foremost, his Pendulum effect. Once a turn, you contribute an Abyss Actor, and then target an Abyss script in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Really solid effect right there, lets you help get away with not playing as many Abyss scripts, and partly makes me want to play 3 of them. I keep debating on if I want to play 2 or 3 Superstar, but having too many of them clogs so bad. So there's that. Then his monster effect is that when he is pendulum summoned, spells and trap cards cannot be activated. So if you got a lot of like I don't know, trap tricks running around in your locals, well, no trap holes. You don't have to worry about any of them, well, other than the ones that can be activated outside of unsummon. And it doesn't stop negation stuff like Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment. As far as I know, someone might want to correct me on that. I'm pretty sure it does not stop that. Anyways, his monster effect allows him to once a turn set an Abyss script from your deck onto your field, but it gets sent to the graveyard at the end of the turn if you don't use it. I really wish it would destroy it during your opponent's turn or something, but no, you don't get the effect. It sucks. Anyways, it does let you get straight to your Abyss scripts, and again, between his monster effect and his pendulum effect, you're able to get away with playing less Abyss scripts. Now, there are still some that I would really recommend playing multiples of because you want to see them ASAP, but I digress. Also, you do need them for other card effects. Next up, I got 2 Curtain Riser. I keep flip-flopping between 2 and 3 of this guy. Everybody knows what Curtain Riser does. If he's in your pendulum zone and you got nothing else, you can special summon him onto your field. Pretty standard effect. He also has a monster effect, which is just okay. It's not really worth mentioning. Then we got 2 Abyss Actor Extras. It actually has a similar effect to Riser, where if your opponent controls a monster and if your opponent controls a monster, you can just special summon him from your field, from your pendulum zone. Now, he does not care if you have a monster or not. He just says if your opponent has a monster, so there is that. And then he has another effect where on field you contribute it, place an Abyss Actor from your deck into your pendulum zone, and then you're locked into Abyss Actors for the rest of the turn. This is another card that will probably get phased out if the deck ever gets like another really solid main deck monster, but like there is that. So you contribute it. It's kind of like a Lone Fire, but put stuff in your pendulum zone. Really solid effect. I just wish his pendulum effect was more like Riser than not. Then I do play 1 Abyss Actor Twinkle Little Star. This card is really cool. So its monster effect is that it can attack 3 times. It's not relevant. And also, it cannot be destroyed by battle during your turn. It's not good at all. Its monster effect is not. Its pendulum effect is really cool though. So it's a scale 9 for one thing, which means anything in an archetype can be pendulum summoned, which is really neato. Its effect gives any of your Abyss Actors the 3 attacking. It's really stupid. Once a turn, by the way, you cannot pendulum summon monsters except Abyss Actors. Oh well, you're gonna be only doing that. Once a turn, you can target 1 Abyss Actor you control. This turn, it can make up to 3 attacks on monsters each battle phase. Other monsters you control cannot attack for the rest of the turn, even if this leaves the field. So the big thing is that you use this in tandem with, like, for instance, Abyss Script, Fire Dragon's Lair, where so if you don't know what Fire Dragon's Lair does, you target it, you activate it, target 1 Abyss Actor you control. Every time it destroys a monster in battle, you get to, banishes, I just dropped the card. Your opponent banishes 3 monsters from the extract their choice. I love how so many decks are getting more and more extract ripping, and I know that is an old card, but it's more accessible now, so there is that. Anyways, that rounds out the Abyss Actor monsters. I do play 3 Ash though, so as the like one and only monster hand trap, there is of course one that's not, but I digress. Moving on, we got, oh boy, the field spell, Abyss Playhouse, fantastic theater. This card, oh my goodness. So, this field spell has several different effects. First, you can reveal 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster and 1 Abyss Script spell in your hand. Add 1 Abyss Script from your deck to your hand with a different name than that revealed spell. While you control a Pendulum summoned Abyss Actor Pendulum monster, any monster effect activated by your opponent becomes destroy 1 set spell or trap card your opponent controls. You can only use each effect of Fantastic Theater once a turn. So, what does this do exactly? So, first effect, you reveal an Abyss Actor, you reveal an Abyss Script, you add an Abyss Script. That's really good. It gives you another access to Abyss Scripts, which is stuff you need. It's very important. And then once a turn, during your opponent's turn, or during your turn as well, if you have a Pendulum Summoned Abyss Actor on the field, it makes the first activated monster effect that your opponent tries to do become destroy one set spell or trap card your opponent controls. So let's say your opponent, let's say you're playing against heroes, they summon Stratos, they try to search. This makes Stratos now destroy a set spell or trap card, which is funny because he effectively has that effect too, but I digress. Your opponent's not going to do that when they know you have an Abyss Script set. This card is really, really good and helps make the deck so much more powerful. It's effectively a negate for any monster effect, and it triggers on both players' turns. It's so stupid. Not much else to say. Abyss Actor's Dress Rehearsal is the next card. This card can only be activated at the start of your main phase 1, and when you activate it, you add one Abyss Actor card and one Abyss Script from your deck to your hand. For the rest of this turn, you cannot Pendulum Summon monsters except Abyss Actors. Really solid card. I really wish you could activate it whenever and not have to wait until the, just not at the start at the main phase. Why Konami? Why not just slap a hard once per turn on it? Let me do it whenever. I digress. Next up, I play 3 Abyss Abyss Script Dramatic Story. This card is one of the better ones, especially for comboing. So you target one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control, special summon an Abyss Actor monster from your deck with a different name, then place this targeted monster in your Pendulum Zone, or destroy it. So you can destroy Wild Hope and get its effect to search. Or you can put your dude in your Pendulum Zone and, Pendulum Summon. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can return up to 2 cards on the field to the hand. Dramatic Story is bonkers. The fact that it lets you just special summon anybody, Kashtira spell card, Kashtira Theosis, this is basically it. This is Kashtira Theosis, but for Abyss Actors. I mean, that's literally what it is. And I love it. It's stupid. It's a good card. Next up, we got probably the best one of the archetype, Abyss Script, Rise of the Abyss King. Well, basically what this card does, you target face-up cards on the field up to the number of attack position Abyss Actors with different names you control. Destroy them. If you control a level 7 or higher Abyss Actor, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. If this set card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can add up to 2 Abyss Actor cards and or Abyss Script spell cards with different names from your deck to your hand. Not once per turn. Actually, was Script... that one is. Darn. So yeah, this one's not once per turn. So the crazy thing is that you can just keep popping stuff. So if your opponent has something that can protect itself, I don't know, Shangri-La, you can keep trying to pop it and pop other stuff. It's a really, really, really solid card. And of course, if you have a level 7 or higher, your opponent can't stop it. It's so stupid. I do play 2 Abyss Script Fire Dragon's Lair. You can get away with playing 1. And solid card all around. If it's I already covered it, what it does on activation, but if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you get to look at your opponent's extra deck and banish 1 monster from your extra deck. Pretty solid card. I do play 2 Allure. You could play 3 if you wanted to, but I feel like it's a bit risky. I don't know. I like 2 in this deck. You could play 3. Anyways, moving on. I do play 1 Abyss Script Opening Ceremony. This card is really cheesy in time, because what it does is, on activation, you gain 500 life points for every Abyss Actor on field, and then if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect while it's set, you get to draw until you have 5 cards. It's stupid. 1 Abyss Script Romantic Terror? Terror? Really? Terror? Okay, he's romantically terrible. Anyways, return 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control to the hand, and if you do, special summon from your extra deck in defense position 1 face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different original name for that monster. If it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, and you can yada yada yada, you can set any number of Abyss Scripts directly from your deck. I'm very mixed on this card. It has a very solid destruction effect, but its on activation effect is very in my opinion. Sure, you get to bounce a dude and then summon a dude from your extra deck, so you can like cheese stuff like, oh, your opponent activates Torrential. Okay, I'm gonna return my superstar, summon Wild Hope from my extra deck. Wild Hope gets destroyed, search. You know, it does stuff like that and has interactions like that, but like it's not super relevant. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's a super important combo piece that other people play as a 3-of. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to our last spell. I do play one instant fusion to go into that level 5 fusion pendulum monster so that we can make our links a bit easier. Very solid deck. Very solid card. Finally, 3 infinite impermanents as our last hand trap and only trap in the deck. Solid, you know, negate and everything. Very, very important this format too. On to the extra deck. We got 2 Abyss Actor Super Producer. This guy was something so needed for the deck. Before him, we only had 1 Abyss Actor extra deck monster. That was Hyper Director, who is okay, but this guy is so good. So, Super Producer. Needs 2 monsters, including a Fiend monster. During the main phase, as a quick effect, you can target 1 face-up card you control, destroy it, and apply one of the following effects. Place 1 of the field spell from your deck to your field zone, face up. Or you can place a Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck into your Pendulum zone. So, he gets you to whatever you need, which is stupid. So, oh, hey, you have the field spell, but no other monsters? Okay, cool. You pop something, like himself if you need to, or any other face-up card, and then you get your Pendulum monster, now you can Pendulum summon. Or you don't have the field spell, but you have Wild Hope. Okay, pop Wild Hope. Get the field spell, Wild Hope effect, search. It's stupid. Very good card, and the fact that it's a quick effect so you can even do it during your opponent's turn is just wonderful. Oh boy. Then we also do play 2 Hyper Director. I know I was just crapping on this card, but he is still really good. I just wished we had others on top of him. So he needs 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster. You can target 1 card in your Pendulum zone, special summon it, then place 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different name from your deck or face-up extra deck to your Pendulum zone. Also, you cannot normal or special monsters for the rest of the turn, except Abyss Actor monsters. You can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Hyper Director once per turn. So he lets you combo more and do some other funny shenanigans. Generally speaking, you'll make him first, do some shenanigans, get stuff on the board, and then you'll make Super Producer, and then just proceed to combo from there. Moving on, I do play 1 IP Masquerena for, you know, shenanigans, 1 Beyond the Pendulum for the search and for the popping and everything, you know what it does. 1 Grand Sulfur Myfigurecollection. The Link 3 Grand Sulfur Chords are going to be so much better, but this one's really good right now. Just being able to switch out whatever you have in your hand for something in your extra deck. Really solid card all around. And hey, another generic Link 2 for Pendulums. 1 Nightmare Unicorn for popping and everything. 1 Metatron, because hey, he's another generic Pendulum support Link. Once we get the Grand Sulfur Chord Link 3, that's even better. 1 Apollousa, Bow of the Goddess. 1 Saruja, Skull Dread, so we get some draw power. 1 Abyss Dweller. 1 Digesto Emerald. 1 Tornado Dragon. And then 1 Patissier Couverture, whatever the hell. Again, like the rest of the extra deck is like super down to you. Because really the only 2 important ones are these 2, because so much of the archetype does lock you into Abyss Actors, but I digress. Everything else is like really down to you and whatever you feel like you need for your locals and playstyle and stuff. But anyways, that's the deck. What do you guys think? Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and see y'all later. Peace out. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.